What's up, chaps and chappers? Welcome back to another episode. So if you didn't already see the live stream highlights, basically we just bought Mertens for about 80,000 coins after opening our FUT Champions rewards. It didn't really get anyone for FUT Champions rewards. Wasn't that great. We're currently on a record of 10-0 from this recording here. I actually did live stream the first 10 games and literally got, like I say, 10-0, which is pretty sick. I think that might actually be the best record thus far that I've managed in the weekend league. So 1-0 up at this point. If any scores a goal back, that Lucas card doing damage, man. Like that is a decent card, I have to say. Like, it is a decent card. 1-1 at this point. Salah, that beautiful finesse shot. So this team does work really well, to be honest. For the price that it is, I'd say it's one of the best teams out there, seeing as you've got Mertens, who is just a great player, like Gomez as well, so overpowered. Great players on the ball, very good agility in center attacking mid, and that's what I like to have. We got a little bit luckier as it falls for Perisic to make it 2-2, blast it in. And Perisic is honestly so sick. Like, you get into that 99 pace, he's just ridiculous. He turns on the jets, you know, he's just sitting there. And like, because he's got that 89 stamina, I think I touched on it when I made the 4-2-3-1 sort of tips video. But because of his stamina, late game, he just becomes an absolute monster. It's disgusting. So we go to penalties on the 11th game, and it's getting sweaty. It's getting very, very tense. We have this chap, I think, who's a Scream card, about 20k value. Not the best player in the world. I think he's got like 90 shot, which is why we brought him on late game. Trying to get those beautiful finesse shots out to play. So DeMarcus, I think that was, taking his first penalty, which is a bit strange. Don't know whether that was DeMarcus. I think it might have been, which is a bit of a weird selection for the first penalty. So it's 1-0 at this point. Lozano, like, we've got that composure, man. There's no way this chap's stopping us at this point. I think I've actually won the last, like, 4 penalty shootouts as well. Like, there's something about, I do that thing where you click the right stick, or you flick the right stick and get your player to, like, back off and then just sit cozy. And then there's something about it, like, it gets to their headspace or something. And we've scored 3 out of 3 here. This guy only scoring 2 out of the 3 possible opportunities to put it in the back. Perisic just tucking it away there. We're feeling that, you know, we're in his headspace at that point. Like, we've fully downloaded his brain. He's got nothing left. Salah straight to keeps. And 11 out of 11. Very, very nice. Fortune teller type vibes. I don't know, like, it gets to the point where sometimes you can just read an opponent. And that's kind of what the penalty shootout's all about. It's about predicting your opponent. And you can do that a lot in just general play as well, you know, just predicting where you think your opponent is going to pass the ball or whatever. So this game, going straight into it, we've done quite well down the byline there. Got it across with Perisic. So one thing that seems to work really well for me right now is just getting the ball down the byline and just whipping it in. Well, no, I mean, like, driven passes. A lot of it isn't really crossing, although crossing is very good in this game. But a lot of it is just beating your left back or right back down the line with the right attacking mid or the left attacking mid. I don't know. That just seems to be quite a consistent way of scoring for me right now. Just because I feel like one of the best ways to beat defenses at the moment is just getting in behind. That's the only way to break the AI defending. And also, they don't really seem to defend as well when you're out wide compared to when you're in the middle. When you're in the middle, they seem to soak up the pressure quite happily too. You know, they could sit cozy all day. Whereas, I don't know, when you just get in those out wide positions, they get a little bit shook. I don't know what it is, but at this point, we're 3-1. We're playing it down the line. And we're on the right grinds, you know. We're doing the right things that are opening up the defense. Lovely little, I think that was a body feint there. I like tucked in. He takes me out. Penalty scored. Perisic with the goal in the 63rd minute. 4-1 up at this point. We're feeling quite comfortable in this game. Gomez unleashes Lozano. Once again, it's just a sick player we bring off the bench and slots it away to make it 5-1. I mean, you don't really get much more of a dominant performance than this. I'm not going to lie. This is kind of disgusting. It really is. So, Perisic just getting the ball here. Goes for the bang. I think he might have been controlling his keeper. Like, it is good. It is good, but it's risky at the same time because I've accidentally put that near post and he's dived to go far post. So, sometimes controlling the keeper really isn't that great, as you can see there. So, at this point, I'm just trying to think. I think we're 14-0, maybe 15-0. Yeah, 50. Yeah, we're 15-0 at this point. So that's a pretty ridiculous record. In fact, it's coming to the point where it's like, have I ever had a better record than that in the whole of FUT Champs? Even when I've had top 100, I'm struggling to think of whether I don't know. I don't think I've ever gone that many games unbeaten. Especially on the fact that, like, especially with the fact that it's out of 30 games as well. We're almost half the games done without losing a single game. Perisic getting the ball there after we sweat across from Alejandro Gomez. My guy. I mean, we're just absolutely flexing up with a 4-2-3-1. You know, we're sitting cozy. And one of the things that I feel like was a big part of our play was just our defense. Like, I was very confident in the way I was defending. The CDMs covering the gaps. And, I don't know. I was defending in a decent manner for the most part. Apart from we do allow Bergkamp to get that space there. Didn't really want to touch the centre-backs there. Still trying to fine-tune that sort of balance of controlling the CDMs and the centre-backs. But we open them up again there. Ousmane Dembele was bring on... we always bring him on as a middle centre attacking mid. Just because, you know, Gomez, my guy, as good as he is, he does get tired, unfortunately. Like, he's only got 70-something stamina. So... Ousmane Dembele is like a good player. Like, he's 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. He gets a goal back there, 85th minute. Neymar just sitting in so much room. Gets it to 3-3. And 90th minute. Like, it's one of those awkward games. He's playing the same formation as well with the centre attacking mids. So, yeah, he's a good player. And he's playing relatively solid now in a 4-2-3-1. We tried to open him up with Perisic. Ousmane Dembele getting that bit of space. Blocked by the defender there. We get the ball straight back. Dembele fighting for it. He's been doing pretty well. Get the space again. Mertens, man. I don't know how he saved that. I don't know whether it's because he's moving the keeps. We get a good save there by Szczesny. 120th minute. Get the ball with Lozano. We see Perisic. And this is exactly what I mean by the stamina, man. The stamina allows him to get away. The pace. He's up to 99 pace or 98 sprint speed. I think 99 acceleration, 98 sprint speed with a Hunter Chem style. This guy's ridiculous. So we're now 16 out of 16. That is crazy, dude. Like, with this team as well, I couldn't believe it. But here's the one problem again. I didn't actually time my games well enough. Like, it got to the point we're now on a Sunday. And I would like to have 20 games done, ideally, by the end of Saturday. And I'm already on Sunday, like, midway through the day. And I'm on 16. Like, I still need to play another 14 games. So I just had that kind of, like, rush-type feeling. And I felt like I was playing a bit too many games compared to what I should be playing. At this point, we go 1-0 down. We then go 2-0 down after making a mistake. Potentially, you know, if I had to whip out the excuses, maybe it is just being burnt out of a game. Maybe it is just playing a bit too much. And concentration, you know, lapsing concentration maybe 1 or 2 times. So... you know, that can cost you at the top level at the end of the day. If you keep making those mistakes again and again, then the top end opponents, especially seeing as now we are at the max skill rating that you can be, 15 wins without losing. Well, we're now 16, but it doesn't go above 15 win streak or whatever. So we'll be playing the hardest opponents there are right now. So we're 2-1 down. And here's the thing is that I say that like we're playing the hardest opponents. This guy honestly wasn't even that good. That goal there was just weird because like Benasha, it like deselected him. I would have easily got the ball there. But he wasn't really that good and he just kind of saw it out. I went all out attack and he gets that 3rd goal. So we end up losing that game. Confidence goes a bit. Usually what I do is when I lose a game, I'll take a break. I definitely do recommend just taking a break, you know, 20 minutes, time out, whatever you need to do. Sit on Minecraft, listen to the banging tunes, whatever it might be. So I just get stuck straight into the next game. I make a really poor mistake there. I don't control the centre-backs. Again, like I say, trying to find that sort of fine balance between controlling the CDMs and the centre-backs. End up controlling the CDM, not the centre-back, and he gets that room. That last goal is just disgusting. And it's kind of just disbelief. Like, I was a little bit tired at this point. It's just like... I just couldn't believe that was actually a goal. Like, I didn't believe he's just scored a goal like that. So we're now 2 losses, just like that. And it's weird how it can happen like that, you know. Momentum going against your mental momentum, that is. I wouldn't say there's any in-game momentum, to be honest with you. So it's more just the fact that, you know, we've lost a game. We've gone into the next game, rushing it a little bit salty. And at this stage, we actually do play some games on stream. Just because I was like, you know, with 2 losses anyway, there's no point sweating it off stream. Might as well go into a stream. Streamed for a bit. I think I lost about 2 more games. Or maybe 3. And then I went back off stream just because I really wanted to try and at least... I really wanted to try and get at least Elite, to be honest. Elite 3, I would say, is decent. So I just tried to fight for that. I tried to sweat it out, try and get my sort of rhythm back. We're on 19 wins at this point. Decent team we're up against here. He's got the likes of Savic. I think that inform Immobile banging shot on him. And he shows it here. Immobile just getting that little bit of room. Just watch this. He wriggles away. And that's all you need in this game. Like the finesse shot, man. It's disgusting. He just bangs it in. Top bins. Easy peasy, man. Mertens getting a bit of space down this right-hand side. Cuts away. Lovely little pass. Perisic picks out Lozano. This is disgusting. Oh, my days. Mate, that's the goal of a tournament right there. Like, little savage interplay Lozano, my guy. And then he scores a corner in the 83rd minute. Rough. Very rough indeed. So, you compare the goals there. That's just disgusting. So, we're now 5 losses. 19 for 5. I mean, it's literally gone from 16-0 to 19 for 5. How shocking is that? So, we've got 6 games left. Maximum at this point that we can get is Elite 2, which is average, to be honest. Like, I think you only get a bit more coins there in Elite 3. Don't get any more packs or anything like that. There's not much of a motive there. Even for Elite 3, I mean, there's... I don't know. I've finished Elite plenty of times, and I haven't really had the best rewards, you know. So, I don't know. I always have that mindset of just getting top 100 or nothing. And I think that's ultimately why I suffer in FUT Champs quite a lot, just because... Well, 2 things. It's me rushing the games, and then it's also that where it's like I lose motivation after losing 2 or 3 games because I know I can't get top 100. But, you know, it is what it is. At this point, we just have to play with the cards that we've got. Quite literally, I mean, we're playing with some shocking players. But at this point, we've just got to fight with what we've got. You know, try and get elite. Try and get elite. Do it for the chaps and chapettes, you know. It's got to be done. So Perisic gets it across for Lozano. Blocked off for line. Mertens. It takes a bit of composure there to do what we just done there. In fact, I have to say that was pretty sick what I did there. I've done it. Literally, what I've done is a body feint. Instead of doing a drag back, I've done a body feint. Flick the stick like to the right. And then to the left. And then sort of like cut around him. And then got the ball across. Pretty disgusting plays, has to be said, instead of just doing a normal drag back. Body feints are actually very effective this year, especially with the agile players, you know, like Gomez, like Mertens, who can turn on a sixpence, as they say, you know. So, 3-0 win. That game, decent. Very, very solid. I think we're now 21 wins. So, we just need 2 more wins. 2 more wins to get elite. We're up against this ridiculous team. Quite simple. There's no other... We're not going to beat around the bush. If that team is just absolutely ridiculous. With the likes of Messi, Neymar. I think he had Vieira in there. I mean, pretty much every single banging meta player that you can think of is in that team. I'll tell you what, actually. I remember playing... I don't know whether it was a FUT draft. I know it was the World Cup mode. Oh, my days. And I realized just how overpowered the centre mids, especially for me, are just ridiculous when you get to icon level. Vieira, Matthias, all of that. They make so much difference. You can say that the game's not pay to win all you like. In fact, the only problem is, right, the pay to win argument always gets caught up in this wrong argument, right? People seem to think that pay to win literally means exactly what it sounds like, which is you pay money and you just win. Like, it doesn't matter how good you are at the game type thing. And when people always use the example of like, oh yeah, I've got to pay to win. Like people that have got a good team, but they're shocking at their game. They'll be like, well, I've got this pay to win team. I can't finish here. It's like, at the end of the day, if we're saying from 5 to 10, we're saying in terms of skill, right? If we get a player who's 8 of the game, he's 8 skill out of 10. And another player is 8 skill out of 10. One of them has a pay to win team and the other one doesn't. Pay to win team is probably going to be very, very likely to win the game. In fact, probably almost 90%. Like, it's just ridiculous. And in fact, I mean, I hate to call him out. It's kind of calling him out. Maybe it's not, but I was looking at this YouTuber, Fuji, right? And I think he has a normal road to glory. And then he also has, like, one account where he pays money. And I think that was, like, 6 wins difference between the 2 accounts. 6 wins. You might think that's not that much. But you can imagine if I'm getting, like, elite with, like, what, 23 wins, and I get 6 more wins on another account, then I'm getting 29 out of 30. So, you know, it is ridiculous. I do think this game is the most pay-to-win game of them all. I think I might have to address it in a video, to be honest, because it actually is disgusting. But, you know, we just got to deal with it at the end of the day. We got to try and save the coins. We've got to be smart this year. We've got to be very smart with the road to glory. We've got to make sure we're making good investments. Maybe even get into some of the trading stuff, you know. I don't know what to do, because I really do need to just get some more coins if we're gonna compete at that top level. And it just seems that the problem is that people have that Kickstarter right from the start. You know, they pay money to get FUT drafts. They get good players in from the start. And then they do well in FUT Champions and they get even better rewards. And it's like a multiplier effect. So you've kind of been left behind because we're not finishing in top 100 like the top-end teams are and the top-end players are. So, yeah, we ultimately just got to grind up. We'll see where we are by Christmas type stuff in terms of a team. I don't know whether anyone has any sort of suggestions, maybe doing some more SBCs. I mean, ultimately, I am definitely open to suggestions in terms of going forward, what I should be doing with this road to glory. And, yeah, I mean, I do feel like I have much more potential in terms of going forward. It's just, one, I do need to get better at the game, but also I do need a better team, I feel like. So, 3-2 in this game. I think we do just about manage it. Elite, 23 wins. We actually have a game left. And, actually, wait. No, this is the final game. This is the final game. And look at it. Did you see the guy's team? Did you see the guy? It is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. So we get a shot on here. Lozano hitting the post. Ronaldinho running down the line. Playing in Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, what sort of team is this? This is just stupid. It is stupid. So we're 1-0 down. Ronaldo hits us on the counter. Ronaldo trying it again here. Benasha somehow not getting the ball. Alexandro, second time lucky we get the ball. Savage gives it to Perisic, my guy. Lozano out wide, going for the whippage. Whips it in. Savage. Bit of an RNG, bit of a lucky goal. I just whipped it in, hoping for the best. I'm not even going to lie. But we'll take it. We'll take it, especially against his team. So we cut inside here. Give it to Lozano. What a finish. 2-1 up in the 106th minute. So that is a big goal as well, especially seeing as if we do lose this game, then we have to play the final game for Elite. And that's too much pressure. Like, I did that, I think, 2 weeks ago. It's disgusting pressure. So we do end up finishing Elite with a game to spare, which is decent. But we're looking to push higher up in the leaderboards as the weeks go on. So thanks for watching, chaps and chappets, and I'll see you on the next Tryhards Road to Glory of Flexes. Ooh. Why are you listening to chaps who say you can't live your dream if they haven't done it themselves? Like with playing Pokemon Go, gotta stop the weak ones with a repel. You're getting salty cause you're losing to be a bad sport like the NFL. Then you flex on them like a show and tell. They might be winning now, but we're playing Mario Kart and we got the blue shell. Take the track deeper like we in a well, and we rising up like a spell.